Jonathan, welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today's going to be a fast, just what I kind of do on the fly when I'm like, okay, I want to do my makeup, and I have a few new products in here. I have the Natural Nudes from Too Faced. I know I caved. I talked about it. Okay, I did it. I'm not proud. All right, and then I have some of the Revlon new highlighters as well as a new e.l.f. product. So kind of a mix between new and old, but yeah, this is gonna be a really fast, like, how I do my makeup when I'm just like, I just want to look decent and not so picky about everything, and I just need to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload here at least 3 to 4 times a week, and I'd love to have you. And yeah, hit that like button. Let's jump into this video. All right, so let's get into this. I know. I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. I said I wanted it in my no buy, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then I remembered I had like a $15 like gift card to Ulta, and I was like, I might as well use it. And I've been eyeing this, and I'm just like, oh, and it must be doing well because a lot of the Ulta stores were actually sold out of it. But this is what it looks like, and some people might be like, this is super boring, but I do not. I'm excited to use this. I will say at first when I was like looking at the pans, I was like, is that gonna drive me crazy? Like the little sizes compared to the bigger sizes, but it actually doesn't. Like as long as they're all in a row, I'm okay. It's like when they're diagonally fit that I like have a little bit of like a no moment. So has a nice big mirror in here. It's very light. It's that cardboard packaging. All right, so we're gonna go in with the shade Maple first. So I need to do a quick look today because I gotta go back to work. But I figured I might as well play with some eyeshadow. And 2, I got the Dominique Cosmetics, the Latte 2, as like my neutral palette to get that out there. But I'm having a lot of trouble with it, to be honest. I didn't have the worst time with it the first time I used it. That's because when I'm filming, like, I'll sit here and blend and talk and whatever, but oh my gosh, every time I just try to throw like a brown in the crease, like I get so patchiness, and I thought it was maybe my fault, but I don't think it's my fault. I don't know. It still could be. Like, I still really like the shades of that palette, but I'm almost like, is this worth it? So here we are with another neutral palette. Oh, that just went on so easy. Like, no problems. Do you guys have a good Valentine's Day? Nick ended up going to Papa Murphy's and getting like the whole like heart-shaped pizza. I love that man, but you know, it's like he tries and then he always does one thing that I'm just like, why would you do that? He's like, I went and got pizza because I thought it'd be nice, and we're actually going to go in the shade Seashell just to blend that out at the top. There's only 2 things I don't like on pizza. Only 2 things. Anchovies, which I feel like most people don't like anchovies on pizza. He does. Freaking weirdo. And then black olives. And he got me the heart-shaped pizza with a million black olives on it. And I'm just like, why? Why do you do this? And I mean, he knew as soon as he looked at it, he's like, oh my gosh. And I was like, it's fine. I can just pick them off. But he's one of those people, he loves to plan, and he's like super thoughtful, but then his execution, he's always like, I forget. But no, it was still really sweet. We watched Jumanji 2, and we watched Frozen 2, and I'm not a musical fan. For some reason, I loved Moana. I thought that was like super cute, but it's because the songs were catchy. All right, let's go in with Truffle. But the songs are super catchy in that, so it's fine. And I don't mind it as much. But the Frozen songs, they're like such a big production. I'm like, can you imagine me singing this around my house? Absolutely not. So, I don't know. We just both were like, this is not my thing. In case you're wondering. Jumanji 2, I mean, I still like the original Jumanji. Whenever it's on, I'm like, Robin Williams. Probably the only celebrity that's like passed that I was just like, oh, like when it happened. Like, I loved him as a kid, like Mrs. Doubtfire, like so many movies that when they first were releasing Jumanji, I was like, excuse me, how could you do that? but it was actually really good. The second one I didn't like as much as the first, but I mean, that's almost every second movie. And then we watched Lock and Key. We watch a lot of TV, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a sleeper, so I watch a lot of TV. But I actually liked that show a lot. It was good. And it wasn't, like, even though it had kids in it, you know, like, there's just certain shows where you just, like, once there's kids in the show, I just, you know, it sounds bad, but I just want to punch them in the face. Like, I'm just like, this is, like, shut up. Like, you're gonna get everyone killed. I always tell my mom in an apocalypse, she's like, are you gonna, like, come meet with me? And I was like, no, you have 4 kids, we would die. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, but no. And she got so mad, but she was like, that's a fair point. Alright, so, I mean, I definitely need to work with this brown as well. It's not because it's patchy, it's just, it's very intense, and I think it's just going to take a minute to, like, blend it out. But yeah, that show, the kids didn't annoy me. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Walking Dead. Nick finally let us give up on that show, and I'm so happy about it. I was so over it, like, years ago, but I wanted Carl to die for, like, 3 seasons. Is anyone still watching that show? I'm just like, that's enough. I think, like, 6 seasons is, like, a sweet spot for me, where I'm like, once it goes past that, I'm just like, I'm done. Alright, I'm gonna go back in with Maple. Maybe a little bit of Seashell. And just darken this up since I went in with that really deep brown. But yeah, how was your guys' Valentine's Day? I did not mind not getting dressed up and just staying in. Like, I was like, this still makes me very happy. And just spending time together. It was definitely like a needed spending time together. Like, I don't know, like, the nice thing was is we decided, like, we put away our phones. We didn't sit there, like, texting. Like, I feel like we're both always, like, he's playing video games. Me, yes, I look up things that aren't that important. I spend a lot of time on, like, Reddit. But at the same time, like, I have clients that constantly text me. Like, some of my clients are strictly just, like, online. And then responding to you guys, which I love doing. But, like, sometimes I also realize that, okay, I need to take a break. I never let my phone in my bed, though. That is one thing I don't do. Other than to, like, hit snooze on the alarm, I never start my day by, like, looking at my phone until I, like, actually get up. Because I'm just like, no. This is your relaxation place. Don't ruin it. But even as couples, like, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, we were with each other, like, all day and barely said 2 words to each other because we were sitting there, like, meh, 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 you know? All right. Shimmer shades. Which one do I want to go with? Like I said, I have to go back to work, so I don't want to do anything crazy. This rose gold shade is very pretty, though. Or do I want to do gold? I think I'm going to do the rose gold shade. And it's just named Rose Gold. And that's really pretty. I don't have any, obviously I'm going in with my finger. But let's try it with a brush in a second just to intensify it. I have not bought a Too Faced palette in forever. Like, I'm thinking like over probably 1.5 years, if not more. I used to love them though. Do you guys remember like those little tiny palettes where it like had the little eyes on the side and it gave you instructions of how to use it? Like the really old ones. All right, let's go in with a wet brush, even though I don't really feel like it needs it. Like, yes. I'm gonna bring it a little bit above the crease. It's really pretty. See what I mean? I'm just like, I could live in this every day and not complain. All right, for that inner corner, I'm gonna take this shade Glistening Snow. And I'm just gonna bring it up just a little bit. And then whatever's left over, I'll highlight. I'm not big, I haven't really been doing the whole brow bone thing lately. Ooh, I like this look. Simple, but I like it. All right, I'm gonna take my Pat McGrath pencil in Black Coffee. I didn't really need any powder underneath my eyes. Like, I had no like fallout at all, so that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with Maple. I don't want it to be too schmarky. I will say what I love about these Pat McGrath like liners is they're very nice to like smudge out. Like they do stay put, but like if you work with them pretty fast, like they're definitely worth the expensive price tag. All right, and then I'm gonna take Seashell and just use that to go right underneath. All right, I'm gonna quickly bronze using my Natasha Denona Tan and Bronze palette. I went to see a dermatologist today and I started a new medication. It's not Accutane. And my fingers are crossed. I'm just like, please work for me. Don't cause any horrible side effects. I'm always, I don't know, I'm not like a non-medication person, but I'm always just like, you know, I don't take them lightly. So at least she wasn't like, take another round. My first dermatologist I saw made me do antibiotics. And I'm kind of happy that this one was like, I don't think we need to do that. So the less stuff I can take, the better. But I'm definitely going to do more like updated skincare videos and just kind of document along with the whole process of trying to fix this situation. All right, I'm going to use this Chic to Chic Charlotte Tilbury blush in the Climax. And then let's get into the other new products. So I'm going to spray my face. Woo! Still, I don't think I will ever enjoy that. So I got a few different highlighters. They're both from Revlon. These are the Skin Lights. So I got the shade 201 and 202 because I was not sure which one to go with. I sat in the bathroom for like 10 minutes with freaking tweezers trying to get these things open. It's like trying to get, you know, if you're my age and you remember buying DVDs, like getting stuff like this open, I'm just like, why did they make it so hard? Like, I guess you didn't want me to use it. Ugh. It's so dramatic. I'm like, first world problems, huh? All right, so this is 201 and this is 202. So let's just swatch. So the lighter one is 201 and then the dark one's 202. Let's start with 202. That is really pretty. I feel like it's definitely, like, it's well suited for my skin tone. Could I go lighter? Yeah. Like this one definitely, it's nice on my skin tone. I usually go a little bit brighter, but I don't think it looks bad by any means. So I'm gonna go in with the 201, the lighter shade on this side. That way we can see both of them. But I usually like a little bit lighter highlights. But I could see myself really, really liking this one in the summertime. Oh, those are pretty though. They're only, I say only, I mean, they're $9, which I feel like for drugstore, I'm like, what the hell's happening? And to be honest, like, I haven't bought Revlon in years, I feel like. I don't really ever buy Revlon, so this is nice. It's a nice little, I mean, they're good highlighters, you know, not bad at all. I'm not seeing any, I mean, it's leaving the texture that any powder highlight would leave, but yeah, no, what you gonna do? All right, so I just used Bite Me from Morphe, and then I saw these. This is the new e.l.f. lipstick, so I was like, man, might as well try. It's SRS Sursley? I sound stupid for saying that, okay? I got the lightest shade because it was very nude and I wanted it. I don't know how I feel like KKW does the clear packaging on stuff too, and I don't really, they're not my favorite. I'd rather, I don't know. It's kind of nice because you can see the color at the same time, but I just feel like they look cheap. So yeah, these are what they look like, nice and clear. And the good thing is you'll know when it's almost done. Not the shade I thought it was gonna be. Like looking at it in the tube, I thought it was gonna be like more neutral pink. This is coming off a little powdery donut pink. So we'll see if it grows on me. I'm gonna deepen up my lips just a little bit more with a lip liner because I feel like you can make anything work, but not the shade I was expecting. I wanted this to be like a grab and go. Formula wise though, it feels really nice. Just shade wise, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so overall, very quick, easy, almost like a little messy look. I wasn't worried about being like super precise today. I was just like, I just want to play and get ready for work essentially. So I actually really like this. I feel like I'm gonna like this much better than the palette I was talking about, unfortunately. But these are some swatches. The metallics are definitely a little of that like chunkier formula, which I actually prefer because I feel like they do a really good job in terms of like popping on the eyes. So I don't mind that they're thicker. They're not crumbly by any means. And then even the mattes, like I only swatch the lightest shades because palettes like these generally, like the shades don't show, like they just, you know, I don't know, I guess if you have light skin tone, maybe not. But sometimes I feel like a lot of matte shades, I'm just like, ugh, why'd they put that in another palette? Like that's not going to show up on my skin tone. And the mattes, like, that's why I swatch like the ones up here, because those will actually show up in my crease. It's not like they're just going to be ones where I'm just like, I can never ever use those type things. So I feel like overall, I think I'm going to really love using this palette. Yes, it's every day. We have these shades 10 times over, but formula wise, like it was just one that I could grab. I literally probably did this eye look in less than 5 minutes, you know? So especially if I wasn't talking, I could probably get this done in like 2. So to me, I feel like this is going to be a really good palette to reach for. Not only that, but like when it comes to just wanting to do, you know, I do family, friends, makeup, stuff like that. Like this is a really nice palette. Almost like reminds me of the ABH Soft Glam palette. So like I said, I mean, you probably have shades like these, but I appreciate having it all in one palette. Like you guys know I love browns. So for me, I'm just like, oh yes, like I really want to do like a dark smoky eye and use like this bronze shade. Like, yes. It really, though, it doesn't feel like a $45 palette. It's so light that I'm just like, okay, well. So it's not my favorite packaging in terms of feeling luxury, but I don't mind it. Like, I really don't mind it. I'm not someone who hits pan on a lot of stuff, considering how much makeup I have. So I don't know if I really like this whole format of like the longer, like the bigger shades being mattes and then the smaller ones being the metallics, but that's just the personal problem for me. But yeah, I mean, I like the highlighters. I feel like they're nice. Again, not anything that I don't have in my collection. Like I feel like we all probably have like a million, at least I do, gold highlighters. But I'm looking at myself, you know, I'm catching myself here and I'm just like, ooh. So I feel like these are going to be really nice summer highlighters. And then the lip, I mean, yeah, it's like from back here, I'm like, okay, not bad. When I first put it on, I was like, well, I don't know about that. But it is an e.l.f. product, so it is definitely affordable. And it feels really comfortable. And they also have a wide range of colors to choose from, so it's not like you don't have those options. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this very fast look. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.